Welcome back everybody, DestinysJesus here. In this video, we're covering the 5 best drop spots that you guys can use in solo arena and in the All-Star Showdown qualifiers that are going to be happening as well. If you guys don't know, I'm going to be basically covering how the qualifiers work for All-Stars, the best strategy for you guys to use, and at the end of the video, we're going to have 5 of the best drop spots that you guys can copy and use in solo tournaments like the All-Star qualifiers or any solo cash cups or arena games that you want to play. Okay, so the reason I'm making this whole video just to explain this All-Stars and the best drop spots for it is because the prize pool is absolutely insane and there's open qualifiers for it. There is 10 slots only for open qualifiers, and if you make it in through those 10 spots, you have the chance of competing in the grand finals, where as you can see, the prize pool is absolutely insane. First 150k in EU, second is 120k, third is 100k. It's absolutely crazy. Even top 20 itself gets 10,000 each, and even if you get absolutely last place, you've got no experience and you get last place, you still get $2,000, which is absolutely insane. The point format is pretty placement based. You can see here it's 30 points for a win. However, it is 2 points for an Edom. So W King and trying to get like a 10 kill win is a pretty good strategy in this as well. Basically, you should play it as you play all solo cash cups. It's not as placement formatted. You can still W King get some kills, but the biggest thing, especially in these later rounds, as you see here, this one's open rounds, and then as you get into the top 2,000 round and the top 600 round, that is where you need to be playing full placement, not really going for too much W keys, unless you have a really good opportunity to do so. So as you can see, it basically starts with an open format where it's everybody competing who's in Champion League, who's actually got champs by the time, and also as you can see, it goes into the top 2,000 and the top 600, and then the final round is top 100 players, and the top 10 from that get put into the grand finals of the All-Star Showdown. So basically all of the drop spots that I'm covering in this video are going to be optimized towards you getting you guys really good loot so you can have easy mid-game rotations, avoid fights, and also make sure that you're in a really good position to actually do well in the end game. As always, make sure to like the video and let's get into these drop spots. Okay, so as always with my drop spot videos, I'm going to be doing these in terms of a ranking where I'm putting them from the most contested down to the least contested. So if you guys want a really uncontested drop spot, but you're not going to have to fight anybody else for in most games, go ahead and skip towards the end of the video. And if you guys want to learn a bit more challenging spot, but have a little bit of better rewards, make sure you watch the early part of this video. Okay, so the first spot we're looking at is this Boney Burbs split. Boney Burbs isn't actually that contested in solos, especially in arena. You can get it uncontested a fairly decent amount of times, and this drop spot actually involves getting the best drop for this main building here. What you do is you get the best drop for this main building. You need to either try to find an SMG or a pump or somewhere on the floor spawns on the top, and then it should be pretty simple to win if you're contested. And the biggest thing with this, as soon as you loot this building, is to quickly farm your wood and hurry up and rotate over to this other back building here. You get loads of peppers, you can get barrels for shield, and the most important thing is you get your metal. In these stack solos where it's going to be top 2,000 players, top 600 players, top 100 players, you need to make sure you've got max metal at all points so you can have as good endgame as possible, and this spot allows that. You need to farm most of your metal here, and from there you go ahead and get the pepper spawns as well. You can pop your shield mushrooms and stuff as you go around, or coconuts as well, and then you go ahead and rotate down to the south. There's some 2 extra pepper spawns that you can get down here, as well as a couple big rocks, and then there's another couple pepper spawns that you can get down here towards the bridge, and you can also rotate the whole way down to this bridge if you're quick enough and get that loot as well with some extra chests and some pepper spawns. From there, you're kind of mid-map, you can decide what you want to do. A good rotate that you can do is to go ahead and cap off your mats in this area and then rotate up towards this launch pad. You can position really well there, or alternatively, you can just go ahead and take a nice position on the hill and get some storm surge tags, since these games will most likely be pretty stacked. It's a really good loot route. As you can see here, I've got an insane amount of peppers and a load of good guns as well. Okay, so this next drop is at one of the new alien bases. All of these alien bases, in my opinion, are pretty viable. However, I definitely think that this alien base in particular is probably the strongest. In my opinion, it's probably got the best map position. It's got very easy rotates out. There's a lot of really good positions you get to from there, and it's got an insane amount of loot, of course. There's 2 henchman chests you can get immediately. One quick tip is whenever you open those chests, is actually use the recon thing to check where players are around you to make sure you're not getting rushed immediately. Also, the nice thing with that recon is you can see all the players that are pushing you and all the actual ammo boxes and chest spawns around the area as you learn the spot a little bit more. There's loads of bolts that you can find in this area as well. You can get cap mats pretty simply from here, and there's a lot of different rotate options. Sometimes you can go ahead and push up towards this weather station. You can rotate down here towards the little racetrack and get some extra chests and cap off your mats, or alternatively you can go down here, check the barrels and the pepper spawn down this way to actually get some more loot as well from the gas station. There's a lot of variety with the rotates out of the spot, and there's a lot of different potential, and the nice thing again, as I said, is you can jump pad immediately, take a really nice spot, or if you hear players fighting near you, just use that jump pad to third party and get some easy elims as well. This next spot is quite challenging to master. However, if you guys just practice the drop enough and you get extremely good at actually making sure you're consistent at doing it, you'll get guaranteed 3 kills when you get contested, and it is very simple to win. All you need to go ahead and do to actually win this spot, a log jump, is to go ahead and land on the 4 spawns on the roof or down here in this main area, and then just go ahead and rush the other guy. After you've done that, there's an insane amount of loot in this area. You can get max mats really easily. There's a henchman chest. You can easily get a railgun or a bolt. Actually, one of the NPCs that spawns there on the north hand side gives you a guaranteed railgun as well. There's also a vending machine you can use to buy a sniper or heals occasionally as well. There's also an insane amount of ammo boxes, which means you can side grade your guns into the actual AUG or SMG as well if you prefer that, or a lever as well. And probably the best part about this drop spot is the fact that you've got 5 pepper spawns as well from the fruit boxes. You can save your shield, and there's a load of them rotates out as well. You can go ahead and use the spire up this way. You can come over towards gas station, you can get the car, you can come down here towards the fish, you can even go towards beach here, just kind of pulling up north side. There's a lot of different things you can do from the spot, and it does leave you with an insane amount of loot, and it is one of those kind of nice solo spots that if you guys just put the time and effort into learning, you'll do really well from. Okay, so our next shop again is one of those ones that kind of require you guys to actually go into solo arena and practice the drops for, just to make sure they're absolutely perfect. If you guys don't know how to make a drop spot, it's really simple. Just come to Fortnite.gg here, snipping tool exactly what area you're trying to land at, and then go into solo arena and just play it for like 8 hours straight and mark all of the spots where you're actually pulling your glider from. So let's say like right there, you pull your glider and you get a perfect drop for weather station. It's really simple to do, and if you put that effort in, like a lot of top pros do, you will have perfect drops, so you're guaranteed 3 kills at spawn, and you'll have a very nice rotate out from weather station. You can easily farm max metal here, and on your rotate out, which is what makes weather station this season so good, is you can either rotate into catty, or alternatively, what I think is better, is to come along the bridge, get your metal and brick and wood here, and then duel this acting like Tommy pot. All you need to do is just kill it from a far distance, just AR it, won't be able to hit you, and then you get a purple AK, which is so nice because you can side grade that with one single bolt into an AUG. The AUG mid game in solos is absolutely ridiculous. You can get so much damage from somebody, guarantee like a 70 tag if you've got somewhat decent aim, and you can get more as well if you've got good aim. Really good solo spot. A lot of them rotates out as well that you can do. Misty Lake, come down this way, go into third party Misty. There's a lot of different things you can do, and you should have always a max mats and that guaranteed AUG as well, which is really nice. Okay, so as promised, our last drop spot is probably one of the most least contested ones on the map at the moment, and it is still really strong. Go ahead and land on this back cabin here. You're gonna quickly immediately go ahead and rotate to this chest, check this hill, and then again duel that acting like Tommy bot that's just chilling there with the AK. You can easily get an AUG from that, which is so strong for solos, and you have to do this fairly quickly because obviously this guy here and this weather station guys I previously mentioned are going to be rotating down to get that AUG, and then most of the times they're going to have better loot than you. So you want to loot that as quick as possible, and then you want to come down here. You can check this chest house, this chest in the shed down here, and then from there go ahead and finish your rotate path down on this triple chest. There's an insane amount of loot, plus you get that AUG as well, and you've got really good mats as well just to go ahead and play out your mid game. If you're slightly lacking on mats, there's a lot of different things you can do. You can go in towards catty, you can go in towards lazy, anything like that will still work, or alternatively you can just farm that bridge after you check there's nobody really pushing towards you and get this extra chest. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a couple of different drop spots that you can use in arena and these all-star qualifiers coming up. I should be having some more videos explaining how you can do the best of your abilities, maybe some solo VODs coming out in the new season as well, and I am going to be updating my solos masterclass and my trios masterclass very soon. As always, make sure you leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and also subscribe if you're new.